Welcome to the Online Success Journey podcast, your opportunity to discover and learn from entrepreneurs like yourself. This is not your typical podcast, but a place where you can get the real story and find out how real people encounter speed bumps and detours, but journey through to find success. Now here's your host for the Online Success Journey podcast, Patience.
Hello everyone and welcome to Online Success Journey. This is episode 218. Are you ready to join the clan? Today we have Rytis Lauris, the co-founder and the CEO of Omnisend, the powerful marketing automation platform that focuses on moving e-commerce marketers beyond the generic email marketing tools. Hello Rytis.
Hello, Patience. Nice to be here on your podcast.
Thank you for coming. I know the clan here is anxious to hear your story. So let's start with the basics one. Can you tell my clan a little bit about your background, about what you did before you started your own online business?
Oh yeah, so it's always a journey in a life. So actually, I have graduated political sciences, but never worked in that field. So I have started like at my age of 21, still in university. So that was my first business. And since then, I had like several businesses. Some of them were successful. Some of them were not that successful. Some of them I have sold and then jumped into another business. And like Omnisend, it was a pivot from a digital marketing agency. So I was running digital marketing agency and we were helping our customers like developing websites, Facebook applications, online stores, helping our customers with their digital marketing activities in general. And that's how we saw an opportunity and a need for a specialized tool, marketing automation tool for e-commerce sites for online businesses. So we launched already 6 years ago as a very basic email service provider, like easy to use email service provider, specialized and dedicated for online businesses, e-commerce businesses. And since then Omnisend was growing, and from a generic email service provider we grew to omnichannel marketing automation, quite powerful, robust, but still very, very easy to use for anyone who just starts running their businesses.
Wow. What is the most dangerous belief an online entrepreneur can have?
Oh, that's a very good question. So I would say just, do things. It's Nike has a very good slogan, just do it. So don't hesitate to make mistakes and to experiment a lot. And that's the only way to find a way to really succeed.
You've been in business before. Over the last 10 years, you've been successful, and this one. But why do you do what you do?
Because I like it. Business, it's creativity. It's something like an art, and of course it's a lot of stress sometimes, a lot of uncertainty. You are constantly in that situation that you have to make risky decisions, and nothing is given, and you have to fight for everything sometimes. But at the same time, it's a lot of creativity and a freedom to make things, to build things from scratch, to improve things. To work with interesting people every day in your team, with partners, with customers, so probably that's the key reason, really, to be able to create things. Yeah.
Let's put man aside. How do you know you are successful in your new venture?
There are some kind of objective metrics like growth of the company, revenue. Customers, paying customers. I strongly believe that each business has to measure its success by paying customers, not only by. Although we have freemium business model as well, so we have free customers as well as paying customers. So so paying customers just really proves that the product you have built is really what customers need, and they are voting with their own money for that. So it's one, I would say, like happy customers. It's one metrics. Another metrics really revenue of a company. And a third metric, I would say, it's the team, which is absolutely important. And I would say like employee satisfaction. How happy are they in the team? So the happier they are, the better they perform, and the organization grows more. So I would say those three key metrics.
What have you learned from business as a whole?
There are ups and downs everywhere in your life, in your business life, in your personal life. And it's like entire life goes in cycles. So there are definitely like, spikes, and then after that you're going down. So if today you are everything goes like super well, so you should know that tomorrow you will have challenges. And if today you feel that, okay, I mean, everything goes in very wrong ways, so tomorrow it's going to be better. So I would say probably that's the key learning from a business, and especially in startups. I mean, in startups, when the business is revenue, so those ups and downs, those cycles are much shorter, and you can have like in 1 month, or sometimes even in 1 week, you can have like couple of turnarounds of that cycle. So emotions just go ups and down, up and down, and up and down. It's like a roller coaster.
Can anyone be an entrepreneur, or are some people more cut out for it than others?
I would say like and yes and no. I would say like everybody can be. I mean, it's yes, and the no part is maybe, I guess it's a lot of really comes from like deep roots somewhere, probably from a childhood. So being an entrepreneurship, I would say like managerial skills, or like accounting skills, or those other skills, you learn things. But being an entrepreneur is really about what is your like risk tolerance level, and how do you manage your emotions. So we were just talking about like ups and downs, emotional ups and downs. So how well do you manage your emotions? How good can you stay focused when something is going wrong? And how comfortable do you feel with taking new challenges each day? So again, it's those are really kind of emotional and personal skills which can be trained. It just takes time, and take some time, and you have not to drop your, let's say, venture or entrepreneurial journey before you learn all of those things.
Tell us how to be successful bootstrapping.
So it's really there is kind of the single important thing. It's really finding a monetizable customer pain. So really identifying what challenges do your customers have, and how can you help them to solve those challenges or those issues. And if you are really solving real problems for your customers are willing to pay for your services. Sometimes one of my unsuccessful startups attempt was when we had a product which was very nice to have, but not must have. And once we were giving a product for free, that was a kind of like voting tool for conferences, seminars, and similar kind of events. So it was nice to have like all the organizers. If we gave it for free, they were super happy and used it. If we just asked to pay for it, nobody was willing to pay for that. And it's completely different with Omnisend now. We see that we help customers to earn more. We help customers to boost their online businesses. So that's how we create the value for our customers. And if you create a value for a customer, your customer is willing to pay. So, bootstrapping is basically being funded by your customers. So you have to find for what your customers are willing to pay you, for what kind of solution, for what kind of pain you are solving, they're willing to pay, and how much they are willing to pay. So that's a key challenge, really, finding a monetizable customer pay.
Why isn't email marketing alone effective anymore?
It is. Actually, it is effective. I mean, although we at Omnisend, we really believe and we really advocate that we should be using more channels, not email only. But email is still at the core of retention marketing. So still the most effective channel to communicate with your existing customers. But yeah, what we're advocating that really you have to augment email with other channels, adding like text messages, SMS, adding web push notifications, Facebook Messenger messages, WhatsApp messages, and like synchronize data with Google and Facebook ads and run retargeting campaigns or lookalike audience campaigns. So combining those channels, it really can increase your results a lot, as we see, let's say, those of our customers of Omnisend who are using at least 3 different channels, they see like 90% better customer retention. So it's kind of like significant improve, almost doubles customer retention to your website, which is like a very great result. But email is still effective, and it will definitely be effective for many, many years.
So how do we personalize this?
So there are 2 ways to personalize. One is really create better segments. So based on the customer's behavior, so you have to have data about your customers. And if you are an online store, if you are an online business, so you have this great advantage, you have a lot of data about your customers. So it's one way, really create better segments and run different campaigns based on your customer's profile. And the second way, which is even better, is to run like trigger-based automated campaigns. So when, let's say, patients is visiting our website, and we identify that you're looking of that specific product category. So what we can do is we can like shoot a trigger and start running automated campaign with a dynamic content, like the products which you were looking at, or the products which are the best selling in that category, or maybe if we have a bit more data about yourself, some kind of your demographical profile or previous purchase history. So we can even like personalize content and like use recommender to add like some recommended products to that campaign. So this is the best way to really personalize when it's trigger based on customers' behavior on your website, and with combination with like past history and dynamic content recommended by the tool.
What is one thing that has contributed to your success?
There is no one thing.
Okay, share.
Just there is no one. It's always like a puzzle, so many different pieces, which were important.
But what would be your one top on your list to say, you can't be successful unless you have this one and you have this one?
Probably it's something reflecting to what I have already said. It's like, to be okay with losing and have a kind of high tolerance of risk taking. Yeah, when you take a risk and then you either, it's uncertainty, it's risk taking. So being comfortable in that position, probably it's very important, I would say. It's one piece, and I would say another piece is really working with people. So at least in our case, in Omnisend, what we have achieved and what we will achieve in the future, which I really feel is just the beginning of a great journey. So it's really depends on the team you have. So really finding great people, convincing them to work with you, and then empowering them and enabling them to do their best. So probably that's very important as well.
But then you said you should be comfortable with failures. How is someone going to be comfortable with this? How many times do you have to say, you know what, I am giving up? How many failures do you have to go before you're like, this is not working? When can we move on to something else?
I'm Lithuanian by origin, so we have a saying in Lithuanian language which kind of the meaning translation would be that when you reach the position when it's too hard to carry something, but you are still afraid to lose it, so you better lose it. So probably that's the definition. Sometimes you get to the point when it's it takes too much resources, both mental resources, time resources, maybe financial resources to continue with something. But you still kind of think maybe it can work out somehow, but yeah, so you better just leave it behind and go to something new. Either it's a small decisions or even a big decisions, like changing up your business direction or something like this.
What is one thing that no one knows about you?
I guess like everyone knows something about me.
I just saw you are here in UK and all of a sudden you are not here. So what else can we discover about you?
No, so it depends. I mean, like 2 weeks ago I was in UK, now I'm not. So like my friends, everybody knows, but yeah, I'm really waking up in the morning is always a huge challenge for me. Yeah. Although my name in my language in Lithuanian, the word is very close to the word morning. Mm-hmm. So my parents thought that I have been born at 11 a.m. Mm-hmm. So they thought that it's still a morning. So up until now, anything earlier than 11 is very early morning for me. So
I think it's their fault they called you that name, that you are a morning person. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a morning person, but really not 6 a.m. morning, 11 a.m.
But then you sleep late. If you are going to wake up at midday, then you should finish your work very late.
Yeah, I usually do. I mean, I don't wake up really at midday. I wake up like around like 7:30 or so. But yeah, it's quite cool. Every morning is quite difficult to wake up for me. But yeah, I do finish late. I do finish around 1:30 a.m. Sometimes 2. Yeah, 1 to 2 in that time frame.
In your businesses, do you ever have a mentor or a coach yourself?
Not a mentor, not a coach, but I like talking or spending time with people who are, how to say, in the similar position than I am, or who have kind of passed my current stage just recently, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 3 years ago. So it's kind of more learning from your peers than learning from some very experienced people, and kind of coaching each other. So my attitude towards that is the context is very important as well. So there might be like super successful, let's say, business people, businessmen who just succeeded 20 years ago. So the context is completely different. So what you learn from that person maybe not applicable for you today. So still, I like reading biographies. I like talking to smart people, but I have never had kind of one mentor or one coach.
What is the most valuable thing your peers has told you?
I mean, you learn a lot of things, and which thing have you learned from whom? Mm-hmm. It's difficult to recall. So
which one did you learn from? One of your friends, and you went and implemented it, and you went and you're like, yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Of course, maybe that was maybe five years ago, but it was that at that time it was something.
Yeah, maybe just hard experienced people. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was probably one of the things which one of the peers and friends of mine just told me, and they said, come on, but I have limited resources, very limited resources. I can do that. I can't afford myself. But then, like, for the first time, I remember that. Then it was some years ago, but I just kind of invested and hired experienced person, which at that time was very expensive for the organization that I was at that time. But yeah, it really paid off. So probably this is one of the best advice I have taken, and I would give to anyone as well.
What is the most valuable thing you have ever given away?
I would say kind of all of the advices. I just,
Let's talk about your business. Tell us more about it.
So Omnisend is a marketing automation tool created for online stores. So we help for online retailers, online businesses to run their retention marketing and really to communicate with customers better and send more relevant messages for their customers based on the data we analyze from the previous customers' behavior, as well as like automating marketing activities and doing like sending messages through email, SMS, Facebook Messenger messages, WhatsApp, web push notifications. So all those different channels in one tool on a single workflow.
Wow. Who's your clientele?
So mainly it's e-commerce stores starting from they're very kind of beginner, just starting your online sales activities, and then growing to mid-size e-commerce businesses, like up to 20 million, I would say, in GMV. This is our sweet spot, from like a couple of million to 20 million in GMV. But like anyone before that, like before you reach that level, they can use Omnisend as well. So Omnisend is really easy to use product with quite powerful and robust feature set and capabilities. So from the very beginning, from first day you start your online business till you really grow to a certain level, not like enterprise level, but yeah.
What makes you unique?
It's a focused e-commerce, so comparing to other marketing automation tools which are in the market, so we are built for e-commerce only. So all the use cases, all like default scenarios, we build this product with e-commerce in mind, one thing. Another thing is really omnichannel. We have all those different channels in one place. So it's a unique opportunity to really utilize omnichannel capabilities and to better retain your customers, to increase your conversion rates while utilizing different channels. And the third thing, so it's basically data. We do synchronize a lot of data with the online store, and you can analyze the data within Omnisend and use it for your marketing activities.
Where can you find this product, and how can we communicate with you?
So the product itself, so omnisend.com, it's where you can find it. And or if you are on, let's say, Shopify or BigCommerce or Magento or WooCommerce, we can find our plugins on app stores of your platform. Or add-on stores, plugin stores, however it's called, in different platforms. So you can find Omnisend integration there as well, and start from there. And myself, so I use LinkedIn the most, or Twitter. So any of those channels, Rytis Lauris, LinkedIn or Twitter.
So, Clan, there will be more from Rytis in a moment. If you are listening on one of the many podcasting platforms rather than my website and you are encouraged by Rytis' journey, go to onlinesuccessjourney.com for a bonus portion of the interview. The Online Success Journey is a wonderful membership community built for people searching for the path to success. We are one big clan, and you can be part of this community for free. Once you have joined the clan, click on part 2 of Rytis' journey or over 200 plus other journeys that are available, and learn how you can find the right path for your own online success journey. That's a wrap, clan. Remember, success is a journey. Patience and Rytis.
This is not the end of the journey. We hope you've enjoyed listening to part 1 and want to be sure you know there is a second part to this and every journey podcast at onlinesuccessjourney.com, filled with even more success tips, uplifting stories, and even a bit of fun. There are dozens of episodes only available to the members of the Online Success Journey clan. Check out the website and click on Join the Clan for more information. Patience would like to thank you for listening to this podcast, and she has a free audio gift for you at her website. Go to onlinesuccessjourney.com for instant access to this gift. Of course, you know that listening to the journeys of others helps each of us chart our own path. So make sure you're subscribed to be notified as each new interview is posted. There are so many ways to stay connected to the online success journey and to listen in. And if you're enjoying the podcast, we appreciate your help in telling others. One of the best ways to share the benefit you get is to rate and review it at Stitcher and other sites by clicking the stars or completing the ratings form, by clicking thumbs up and leaving a comment on YouTube, or liking and sharing the podcast on social media. To review the podcast within iTunes, simply open iTunes to the podcast, click on Ratings and Reviews, then write a review. On behalf of Patience, and until next time, thanks once more for listening. It is our hope that this podcast will guide you on your own online success journey.